Yeah, I can run through I believe I have their roster here. Don't have last names, but I have their roles, so that's exciting. So for sweepstakes, on Hill 1 is Elliot, the assistant chair. Hill 2, Elena, the chair. The Hill 3 is Vic, the buggy book chair. Hill 4 is going to be split between Elizabeth and Katie, who are marketing comms and design comp, and Hill 5 will be Lara. And for the Buggy Alumni Association, on Hill 1, you have President Jeremy. Hill 2, Dia, the quartermaster who helps with teams. Hill 3, James, the events chair. Hill 4, Wade, the treasurer. And Hill 5, Dan, the roles reporter.
And here in the booth, you have Rachel, the vice president, as well as myself, Brian, the archivist, and Will, former broadcast chair, and now just
accidentally. I don't think I actually did anything. Shout out to everybody who actually did stuff.
And it looks like, okay, so all that confusion's put aside. Julia Liu pushing for, or driving Goldfinch for the BAA. So that must mean that SDC's Lust is being pushed by Sweepstakes. I imagine President Jeremy Tuttle of the BAA not happy about that as a former SDC mechanic.
No,
we are under 30 seconds here.
Goldfinch will.
4, 3, 2, 1, race.
And here we are, the only race that matters all year, Sweepstakes versus BAA. Elliot, former pusher for SDC, and he's getting out to a bit of a lead over old man Jeremy Tuttle.
Yes, that's Elliot Escalante, the assistant chair. They're way ahead as he prepares to pass it off to Sweepstakes chair Elena Harley.
And let's see, Elena, not necessarily built like your typical Hill 2. We'll see if Elena can get a good shove there. Great form. Nice job by Elena. Sweeps right now looking utterly dominant. Dia just now getting that Hill 2 shove.
However, fun fact that the BAA stacked the back hills.
We'll see, but is this lead too insurmountable there? You can see several seconds separating BAA and Sweepstakes as they are coming around here.
And shout out to SDC again. This is the first we're seeing Lust on the course. This was last year's design competition winner with a sub 1 minute time. I mean, that's a strong time for an exhibition.
Yeah, I was thinking Lust is a bit of a wild card, so I was thinking we might be able to pull ahead, but I might have been wrong.
Yeah, about a 7-second difference at the stop sign. But yeah, BAA stacked the back hills. Lovely, lovely shoot turn.
And you can hear that SDC rattle on Lust as it comes through the chute there.
All right. And let's look, how is the pickup? Ooh, got burned a little bit, able to catch up. There's still a lot of nice momentum and sweeps. Here it is, the back hills, can they make up? They are getting a little bit closer here. Looks like some momentum was lost there on Hill 3, so that transition to 4. There are 2 Hill 4 pushers for Sweepstakes. We'll see if that plays in or against their favor. No eyes right now on BAA and how close they are. Transition made. Looks like Wade has picked up the buggy here. 4 to 4.5 transitioning.
It's getting
close.
Getting
close. Wade is closing in, and we're going to have what might be a photo finish here as we get to that 4-5 transition. So hold on to your seats.
Elizabeth Sapanta can feel the breath of Wade.
And let's see, Wade handing it off to Dan. So here we go. Does Dan have enough in him to get there?
Laura Whitwick.
And let's see, we got the 2 Hill 5s. This is all about willpower. Who's going to be the one to push it across? Dan does not look like he is closing the gap. And it looks like, oh my, hold on, we got Dan coming in there. Things are going to be very close right here. Is there enough room for BAA to come back and get their first victory? Pushing with incredible speed, and we got this. This is going to be a photo finish, folks. Coming across the line, BAA is going to be your victors here. Less than half a second separating. Dan with a heroic Hill 5 push. The bragging rights for the first time come to the Alumni, barring any disqualification. What a thrill.
Either at the beginning, the end, we'll see.
But we will put those details up online once we have them after Sweepstakes convenes and figures out what is going to be possible to do tomorrow.
Yes.
And while kind of we're closing things out here, do want to just kind of go around, do a whole bunch of thank yous. All jokes and competitiveness aside, many thanks to Sweepstakes for everything they did to put this on. Many thanks to the Buggy Alumni Association for everything they do to support and help enhance this event. Got to give a shout out to cmuTV doing all of the filming and helping make the live stream possible. Huge shout out to WRCT 88.3 for providing the sound and the audio and putting this broadcast on the airwaves. Would be remiss not to talk about the other radio, W3BC Radio Club, who plays a huge behind-the-scenes role in facilitating communication for all this. CMU EMS, always great when they are not a name mentioned until the thank you portion of this event. So super grateful there. Probably some other people I forgot, but those seem like the big ones.